If you're ready, we can get started.
Okay, I think I'm ready.
Ready. Okay.
Ready.
Um, yeah, I just wanted to come on and chat about the inspiration behind the song Peace. So I really appreciate you letting me record the song. Yeah, so I just wanted to know, I mean, I kind of know, but I wanted everybody to hear straight from you, what your process was. First, I guess we can talk about like the inspiration. How did you come up with that song? Was it a specific event that triggered it or?
Well, first of all, you sound really good singing that song. So, I'm honored to have you sing it and for it to be put out there for the world to hear. Um, it was a long time ago, honestly, but I know that I had just moved to the island of Maui and I was still really young. And I just found such a peace there, just sitting on the beach, listening to the water, watching the birds, watching the whales, just being in a serene environment. That's what really inspired the song, just the serenity of the islands.
Yes. Um, yeah, I mean, and I definitely picked up on that, but that's also kind of my personality is I'm just really chill. So I don't know. I felt like it was really fitting for me to sing a song about how everything is chill and we should all just chill out and just be.
Yeah, I absolutely, and that's a lot of, my ideas behind writing that song is just, be, like you said, just enjoy, just be peaceful and try and spread that. There's so much of a hustle bustle going on. And yeah, maybe that's why you sound so good on it, because you embody that whole peaceful vibe. So it just totally fits you. But yeah.
Yeah. Well, I really like I guess how you tied in nature. Some of the lyrics are talking about just a peaceful planet, as a whole, but then we talk about different aspects of nature, like the birds and, just it's almost like the earth is trying to encourage peacefulness. So, I don't know if you want to talk a little bit more about how that ties in.
Um, I mean, it all comes from observation, basically. When you still yourself enough to observe the world around you, especially when you're in nature, that's exactly what you get. Imagine just you sitting on the beach and there's nothing around you, and the stillness of the sound of the water, the stillness of the chirping of the birds, and the wind blowing through the trees. It's almost like you hear nature whispering to you. And although it's noise in a sense, there's just so much peace behind it. And yeah, I mean, it's not really much more I can say besides if you put yourself in that position, that's what you're going to get. You're just going to get an abundance and a flow of peace. And, it's something that we all need.
Yeah, and I definitely can feel that. And I know there's been like a lot of, I don't know, recent studies about how nature, like being in nature and being kind of still in nature can help with your mental health. And I really think that it's because, I mean, while Mother Nature does have, term tumultuous times, like volcanoes and hurricanes and such, that's the exception, that's not the rule. Everything just kind of it goes like everything, the wind blows, the birds chirp, they fly around, the waves come in and they go out. There's not like there's not this big, busyness or urgency to things. They just kind of happen. And there's no worry about whether or not they're going to happen. It just happens because that's what it's supposed to do. So it's doing what it's supposed to do. Um, and I think in kind of taking that lesson and taking it into your own life, if we, interact with each other that way, just knowing that we're all here and we all, kind of live our lives. And if we treat each other with dignity and respect, other people will treat us that way. And, we'll all just kind of live our lives and and not have to deal with, the pain and the turmoil that comes with not being at peace.
Yeah, yep, yep. And not being at peace is a part of life too. You mentioned a lot of the dualities, and there's a time for war, there's a time for peace, and this song really just captures that time for peace. And even in the times of war, we could instill those moments of peace, and hopefully, your version of the song will do just that. It will just instill a moment of peace for anyone who is just consumed with the opposite of peace in their life. So that's what I hope accomplishes.
I hope so too. And I think it kind of had a very timely debut, I guess, because of situations going on in the world.
Mm-hmm.
It I don't know if you have any thoughts as to how, how maybe we can take this lesson and apply it to current events and things that are happening in our lives. I mean, the last few years have been a little rough for a lot of people. So I think we're all just kind of in this place where we're trying to figure out, how to adjust to change while there's all this stuff going on around us that we can't really control.
Mm-hmm. Well, the one thing that we can control is, our perception of things and, the way that we think. So, I know like sometimes you say fake it till you make it. Sometimes if you feel chaotic, you just gotta act like you're filled with peace. And this would be a great tool. A song like Peace would be a great tool because it's almost like an affirmation or a mantra, to kind of just help yourself to find that place of peace, even though, there's no perfect circumstances, but you can get back to a place of calm, place of peace in the midst of chaos by changing your perception, by listening to a song, and maybe that's what it's for. The timing, like you said, the timing couldn't be more perfect. There's a lot of chaos going on. And I think that's a reflection of, like you said, around the world and inside of people. So if we can kind of get inside of ourselves and create some calm and create some peace through affirmations, through music, through stillness of thought, through getting out in nature, then maybe we can see some of that spill over into our home.
Yeah, hopefully we can see it spill over. But I definitely do like that. I know, what you focus on grows, and the only thing that you control is yourself. That is the only the only thing that you have control over. So, I mean, like you said, if you just focus on, being at peace, then you will be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
So
yep. How long it lasts, is undetermined, but you can enjoy some of that.
yeah, that is very true. Well, thank you so much for coming on and sharing your insight with us. I really appreciate it. And thank you so much for letting me sing your song.
Oh, it is my pleasure. You are very, very welcome. Thank you for having me. And thank you for doing such a good job and sharing the song with the world.